Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food.
What is up, real ones? What is up, Wasted Crew? Welcome to another episode of Real Pre-Workout Reviews. The only show where I give you my honest, no bullshit, gym bro opinion on the pre-workouts you care about. That way I can take them and put them to the test in terms of 4 primary categories. Those categories are taste, gym performance, post and during workout crash, as well as overall value of the pre-workout. A rating between 0 and 5 for all of these, and then aggregate them all together to get an overall rating of that pre-workout on a scale of 0 to 5. So today we're going to dive into a pre-workout that is actually one of the OGs I've tried. It's been around forever. I know it's gone through a few formulations, but I had it requested several times, and I'm looking forward to putting it to the test. And that pre-workout is Total War by Redcon1. So especially for all you military folks out there, I'm sure you've heard of this one. It's a very military themed company. Definitely was around all over the place when I was in the Army. I had it back in the day, haven't had it recently. So I figured it's time to give it the real review, the real treatment. So without any further ado, let's dive into the taste test of Total War. The flavor I got was sour gummy bear. That just sounded right up my alley, so I went ahead and dove in on it. So basically what we're gonna do is in a second, I'm gonna mix it with I think I have about 5 ounces of water. It recommends 4 to 6, so I just split the difference. We're gonna go ahead and mix it with that. I'm gonna give you my taste test review live, give it that rating from 0 to 5. And then you're gonna see the workout that I have while on this pre. And then later we're gonna come back and do the performance crash and value ratings, get that overall review. So now my all-time favorite part of each one of these videos is that powder drop. Oh, I missed. Well, my keyboard got a little pre-workout too. Good. It means my next gaming session is gonna be energized. Do that Harlem shake a little bit. Cheers. Okay. Always take a second sip. So I'm gonna be honest, I always am. That's kind of the whole point of this. It's a really good flavor, but it's really good in the same way that Trolley sour gummy worms are good. They're good because it's super sweet. It's got that pinch of sour, that punch of sour, but you don't think it's real at all. And that's very much what this flavor captures. I think it fucking nails that flavor that it's going for, like 1 for 1 nearly. So for those reasons, it's going to get very, very high marks. I'm not going to give it a perfect 5 simply because of that artificialness is very, very in the forefront. It does not taste like it's naturally flavored at all, which again, fine. It's pre-workout. There's only so much you can do with a flavor. So take that with a grain of salt. But for me, this absolutely nails what it was trying to go for the gummy worms. Well, gummy bears in their estimation. So for those reasons, we've had a lot of these recently, but we're going to give this one another pretty banging rating. This is going to be a 4.9 in terms of taste test. Like I said, it just nails the taste that it's going for, including the artificialness. So I'm going to keep it from that 5, but 4.9 is a great spot for it, I think. All right, we have this wonderful pre-workout test coursing through my veins right now. Let's go ahead in the gym next door. Let's go get a squat workout in, do a little leg day, put this bad boy to the test, and come back in a little bit. I'll show you the performance, the value, and the post-workout crash ratings. See you soon, Wasted Crew. Welcome back, real ones. Let's dive into the performance, crash, and value of Total War pre-workout. Can't tell, a little time has passed, so apologies for the scruffy appearance. You're just going to have to deal with it. We're coming off a crazy good score with taste at 4.9. So how did the performance of Total War by Redcon1 stack up to the taste test rating? Let's find out. So again, you know me, I'll cut right to the chase. This is another that I think solidly goes in the good, not incredible category, or not even great. It was very good though. It was very solid. It got everything I needed, helped push me through my workout. What's keeping it from kind of the upper end of these ratings is just, it's not a pre-workout that made me reach new heights or made me reach, like absolute bust through plateaus and move in ways that I've never done. Didn't do any of that. It's just a very solid, good, clean energy feeling, if that makes any sense. It's not something that you're going to be necessarily blown away by and that you have to reach for this pre-workout on your biggest PR days. But honestly, it feels like a very good everyday pre-workout. So for all those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and rate this a 4.3 in terms of gym performance. All right, we got the taste, we got the performance, but how about that crash? Did it hit hard? Did it take me down, or did I coast through? Again, the short answer is pretty similar to the performance. It was good, not incredible, not great. Closer to great, I would say. It's definitely a crash that I didn't notice heavy downsides from it. It just didn't really carry me far. I wasn't getting like headaches and jittery and all that crap. It didn't stay in my system for like the whole day or anything. It didn't, I didn't find myself speed cleaning the house or catching up on all that work I've been meaning to catch up on. But it was very solid. I don't have anything overly negative to say other than it just wasn't overly incredible experience for me from a crash standpoint. Kept me going for a bit and then just kind of tapered off, which is totally acceptable. It's great for pre-workouts. That's what you want to go for as the baseline for sure. So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and rate Total War a 4.4 in terms of crash. And now the final rating. And before we can aggregate them and get that score of 0 to 5, let's find out what the value of Total War pre-workout is. And this one's going to be a little bit interesting. Spoiler alert, I'm going to rate it pretty high. With that said, I have a few caveats that you can make this even more of a value for you moving forward. Total War pre-workout comes with 30 servings per container by default. I got the 15 because I didn't want to pay full price. I cheated. But 30 servings per container by default, and it retails for $43 on their website, which for the workout you get, I was actually really, really pleased with that value. I know I didn't sing its praises on the performance or crash, but the taste is incredible, and both performance and crash are solid. They're very solid. They're just not, new heights of anything. So honestly, having it under $1.50 a serving is pretty damn good for a pre-workout that has this kind of punch. Not your heaviest hitter. It's not going to blow you away, but you're going to get your money's worth there. What's keeping me from perfect fives there is it's not like such a deal that, oh my God, drop everything and go get it now or you're going to miss out on the best thing of your life. No, it's none of that. It's a good deal. $43 for 30 servings is a solid deal. The caveat that would make this value even higher for me, I would have rated at least 0.1 higher if their prices reflected this. Probably a perfect 5 if I'm going to be honest. On Amazon, they actually run deals regularly, and I'm sure other places too. Walmart actually has it pretty cheap as well, down in the 30s, so closer to like 35 range. And any pre-workout that packs a punch like this that you can get for around $1, I highly, highly endorse as your everyday pre. So if you can find those deals on Walmart and Amazon and these other places, or when Redcon1 has a sale, highly recommend grabbing this one. Actually, I'm going to be honest, I was very pleasantly surprised with how this felt after the pre-workout journey I've been on over the years. So this really does get my stamp of approval in terms of value. And actually that's the context in which it was first recommended to me to review is, hey, it's a pre-workout at Walmart. Why don't you use some of those value ones and see how they stack up? So for me, at least, if I were going to go to Walmart and get a pre-workout, it'd probably be this one. So for all those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and rate this a 4.8 in terms of value. There's a lot of value to be had there. It's a solid blend that really worked well for me without being over the top or crazy, and the pricing reflects that pretty accurately. But now, the real moment you've been waiting for. The overall rating between 0 and 5. I could give zeros. I haven't yet, but I could. As a quick recap, we have a 4.9 in taste. We have a 4.3 in gym performance. We have a 4.4 in terms of crash, and we have an overall value of 4.8. So if you add all four of those together, an average amount, you get a grand total of 4.6. Now, if you notice, that's actually quite a good score here on Real Pre-Workout Reviews. Now, it doesn't quite break podium spot, but it is tied for fourth, I believe. Hold on, let me pull up my little list here. It is tied, well, technically tied for fifth, because we have a tie for third and fourth. And then, so this is tied for fifth with Ghost Legend V3 that was my first interview back in the day. First review. I'm not an interview. I would love to interview pre-workouts. What do you think they would say to us? Anyway, I digress. But yeah, 4.6 is a really solid rating. Honestly, it's the value of this pre that really seals the deal for me. Really, really solid all the way around. So I think that's a really good spot for it. I think it's cool that we have a top 10 at least that are a mixture of like the absolute powerhouse pre-workouts, as well as some of these more value ones that are good for like everyday pre's. So it's funny that we've kind of just ended up here by the nature of this. But that is it for this review, Real Ones. This is the time when I ask you, please go in the comments. Let me know what pre-workout you want to see next. I want to do what you want to do. I have a few in the docket, but please add to my work. Add more for me, and I'll get these videos out as quickly and efficiently, and hopefully with decent quality as I can. And then also, this is the point where I ask you to please like and subscribe. My ego is in desperate need of a boost, so I appreciate any and all liking, sharing, commenting, the whole 9 yards. And then shameless plug, if you want to catch me over on twitch.tv/wastedsith, I'll be starting up another giveaway for Skull Smash Ammonia shortly here. I'm recovering from surgery. I know you can't see it, but I have a nice big scar here, so I've been a little MIA the last couple of weeks, but I'm going to be kicking it back into gear. So get over there, follow me there for chances to win a bottle of Skull Smash Ammonia, and also on socials. But, you know, I don't need to plug those. You'll find them if you want them. All right, Real Ones, that's it for me today. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, evening, and good night. And stay fucking real.
Lost in the feeling, I just need a win. I'm going off, I know